Tell me. It been 20 years, bro. It been 20 years. I figure if I wasn't built like that, it'll show by now. It been 20 years, bro. I done faced every challenge motherfucker that like to throw at me, man. You ain't seen me fold, you ain't seen me break down.
King Harris just can't stay out the spotlight, and this time it's messier than ever. Forget the Waffle House brawls or skipping out on court dates. His own baby mama just flipped the whole internet upside down. She allegedly dropped what people online are calling a gay tape of King, and the fallout has been insane. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Boosie wasted no time sliding into the drama, clowning T.I. for the way he raised his son, instead of calling King out directly. That alone made it clear this isn't just blog talk anymore. This is turning into a straight-up family feud. Now, whether that tape is real or just another internet stunt doesn't even matter, because social media ran with it instantly. Fans have been speculating on King's sexuality for years, whispering that he looked a little fruity or that his baby was nothing but a cover-up. This so-called leak just threw gasoline on all of it. And here's where it gets even uglier. Every old rumor is crawling back up. People are questioning if King is even the father of his son, saying his baby mama only got pregnant to secure the bag. Others are blasting him for cosplaying as a gangster when he never lived that life. The internet's digging into everything. Boosie jumping in makes it worse because his shade wasn't about King. It was about T.I. himself. He basically embarrassed the legend by suggesting this all goes back to his parenting. So now, the whole thing isn't just about a tape, it's about manhood, reputation, and family honor. And best believe, this is just the beginning. We're diving deep into the paternity drama, the baby cover-up whispers, King's fake gangster act, and how Boosie turned the spotlight into a weapon against T.I. From the very moment King's baby mama announced she was pregnant, the internet was already giving side-eye. The biggest red flag everyone kept throwing out? She's older than him, and people wasted no time dragging her. Comment sections blew up with, "Girl, you knew what you were doing." And then came the clip that had everybody buzzing. King, his baby mama, and their newborn looking like a little family portrait straight out the blogs. But that sweet moment didn't stop the whispers. That's when the money talk started flying everywhere. Folks swore she only had that baby to cash in on the Harris name. Fame, fortune, and a lifetime check. People said she saw the opportunity and locked it down. True or not, the internet didn't care. The speculation grew louder by the day. And when the baby was finally born, instead of killing the rumors, it turned into a whole circus. Commenters were flat out saying, "That baby don't even look like King." Others claimed he was just rushing to flex his grown man status, trying to prove he wasn't just T.I.'s wild kid anymore. That's when King clapped back online, calling the baby his twin, posting pictures with captions like, "Y'all can't tell me this ain't mine." He doubled down, trying to shut it all down with proof. But the harder he pushed, the less people believed him.
Get you, that's my baby, that's my baby. Get it?
And here's the real kicker. This wasn't just about the baby's face. For years, the internet's been whispering about King's sexuality. So when the pregnancy popped up, fans instantly screamed, "Oh, he's just trying to prove something." Now with this so-called tape floating around, those same critics are resurfacing every rumor, saying this was King's cover-up plan from day one. Using a baby to silence the whispers, that's exactly where the whole conversation flipped. Because while people were already roasting King over the paternity drama, others reminded everybody, this isn't his first time getting called out for putting on a show. Fans have been accusing him for years of cosplaying a gangster lifestyle. He talks tough, jumps into beefs, and acts like he came straight out the trenches. But then people step back and remember, this is T.I. and Tiny's son. He grew up in mansions, not projects. Privilege, private schools, and grandma's care shaped most of his childhood. Nothing wrong with that, but it sure doesn't scream, "I survived the struggle." So every time King hops online yelling about being from the hood, the internet drags him instantly. Comments pour in like, "Be serious, bro." They say he's been forcing this street image to cover the fact that, deep down, he doesn't fit the role he's trying to play. It's like King's stuck fighting two wars at once, proving he's a father and proving he's a gangster. But instead of making him look solid, it makes the spiral even more embarrassing. And just when things couldn't get any louder, those Waffle House clips hit the blogs. A viral video showed King straight up arguing with employees, barking threats, and acting reckless over a plate of fast food.
Nigga, I ain't twisted. But what I'm saying is, they wasn't.
You can talk like that outside.
Hey, I can talk how the fuck I want to wherever I'm at. I'm on live, Shawty. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. This ain't your fucking restaurant. This ain't your fucking restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name?
What's your name?
My name King. You know it and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. File your shit.
Come back.
What? On game what? On game what? Come here. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. Come here. Come on.
People were stunned. Like, how is T.I. and Tiny's son out here wilding like this? Instead of earning respect, the whole scene had people clowning him harder, saying his gangster act was nothing but a bad performance. And the craziest part, King's own dad had to jump in the very next day. T.I. went live, basically shaking his head, saying he couldn't understand why his son felt the need to go back and forth with a short-order cook at a Waffle House. Like, why flex on somebody just doing their job? T.I. even said he and King's uncle sat him down trying to drill some sense into him. They reminded King he's living a lifestyle most people only dream about. Luxury cars, mansions, money, fame. So why throw it all away by arguing with fast food employees? But clearly, that wisdom went in one ear and out the other, because King's name only got messier after that. The biggest blow? His arrest footage hit the internet, and it was ugly. The video showed exactly what went down in 2024 when cops pulled King over in Georgia.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any of my questions or make any statements. So my question to you is, I found just a non-felony in that ashtray in the back, as well as in that basketball sleeve. So I'm gonna go over here and talk to these guys, and someone has to get charged with it. It's not you.
I'm not talking.
You're not gonna talk to me? I gotcha. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't.
You need anything to go with you?
My phone.
Your phone? Where's your phone at?
In the car.
We're in the car.
Search me.
I'm not looking for phones, I'm looking for drugs and guns.
Ask me on my phone.
What kind of phone is it?
What color is your phone?
It's a PlayStation.
According to police, he nearly sideswiped a squad car while leaving a gas station. Officers said they smelled weed pouring out of his BMW. And to make matters worse, King had a gun sitting right on his hip. When they ran his info, things got even dirtier. Turns out he had an old warrant from 2022 that he never cleared. That case? It was tied to speeding, driving on a suspended license, and even a DUI. He was supposed to show up in court and just straight up ghosted, which is why the warrant was still hanging over him. The footage shows officers dragging him out the car, cuffing him, and hauling him straight to county jail. And while King himself stayed surprisingly calm during the arrest, the internet wasn't having it. To them, this was just more proof his life was spiraling out of control. Clips of King being read his rights spread everywhere, and fans were saying this was the clearest sign yet that T.I.'s son was crashing fast. By this point, fans weren't just calling King reckless. They were saying his entire public spiral was one big distraction. The Waffle House meltdown, the skipped court dates, the arrest footage. It all looked like him scrambling to cover up rumors he could never shake. And just when the internet thought the drama couldn't get any messier, that alleged tape started circulating. And guess who jumped in? Boosie! Yep, instead of sitting quiet, he allegedly slid in with slick comments clowning T.I., basically hinting that this is what happens when your son goes off the rails.
I gotta say something about this, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too fucking far, dog. That is a male. A 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have it figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything, at 16 and fall in love with her. But his be gone. How you gon' like, bro? You going too far, dog. Don't cut his off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his off, bro.
The internet clocked it instantly. It wasn't shade at King, it was shade at T.I. And that's what made it sting so much harder. Because Boosie isn't just some random voice in the crowd. He's got a messy history himself, especially when it comes to talking about sexuality. This is the same man who went viral for making homophobic comments about his own daughter, Ayanna, when she came out as gay. He had to go live on Instagram, issue a public apology, and try to clean it up. But let's be real, everybody believed he meant what he said the first time. So when Boosie inserted himself into King's drama, fans dragged him right back. They were like, isn't this the pot calling the kettle black? You got your own family business to fix, but you're clowning somebody else's kid? The hypocrisy was glaring, and people weren't letting him off easy. But here's where it gets even deeper, because Boosie's own career and personal life haven't exactly been smooth sailing either. From his legal troubles to his controversial takes, he's been through plenty of scandals himself. And yet, instead of laying low, he decided to turn King's downfall into an opportunity to throw shade at T.I., sparking a whole new layer of beef between the two. Let's not forget, Boosie just took a plea deal on those gun charges, and if things take the wrong turn, he could easily find himself back behind bars. So the fact that he's even out here trolling T.I. right now, while his own freedom is hanging by a thread, proves this ain't about King, it's personal. And if you've been paying attention, you know T.I. and Boosie's relationship has been shaky for years. The first cracks showed when Boosie got dragged for making transphobic comments. And guess who was one of the loudest voices calling him out? T.I. exclamation mark. He went straight to Instagram blasting him, saying Boosie needed to mind his business and stop worrying about somebody else's kids.
I ain't one of you niggas who have been to the penitentiary before, man. What happened when a motherfucker say somebody ain't right and they goddamn show their paperwork and they is right? What's the penalty for that? Can somebody tell me what is that punishable by? Somebody tell me that. See, most of you motherfuckers ain't never been in no trouble. Motherfuckers ain't never been nowhere. Anybody tell me. It been 20 years, bro. It been 20 years. I figure if I wasn't built like that, it'll show by now. It been 20 years, bro. I done faced every challenge motherfucker that like to throw at me, man. You ain't seen me fold, you ain't seen me break down yet. Matter of fact, I come out smelling too good, the way you nigga think something wrong.
That moment right there planted the seed of this feud. Then things got messier. A few months later, Boosie called T.I. a snitch over his old federal gun case. T.I. clapped back instantly, making it clear nobody was going to disrespect his name or his family. He even said he wasn't scared to go head-to-head with Boosie if it came down to it. And from there, it snowballed into a full-on war. By that summer, Boosie started criticizing T.I. over how he raised his daughter, especially that infamous situation where T.I. admitted he took her to the gynecologist. Boosie went off calling T.I. controlling and out of pocket. T.I. fired back saying Boosie was the last person who should be handing out parenting advice. The shots kept flying. Accusations about family, street credibility, even snitching. It became clear this wasn't just rap beef, this was personal, deep-rooted, and ugly. For a while, it looked like they squashed it. Both went online claiming there was no real problem, saying they'd moved on. But by 2023, that feud reignited full force. And this time, the shade cut even deeper. Boosie even accused T.I. of not standing up for him during his own legal mess, and that was the breaking point. T.I. made it clear he was done babysitting and had no obligation to defend a man who constantly disrespected him. So fast forward to now, and it all makes sense. Boosie jumping into King's drama wasn't random, and it definitely wasn't just for clout. It was another chance to stab T.I. right where it hurts. With King sitting at the center of internet chaos, Boosie couldn't resist throwing shade. And once that alleged tape started spreading, the comment section turned savage. People were brutal. One person flat out wrote, "He was always weird looking to me. Too bad he took after Tiny and not T.I. That one hit hard because folks have been clowning King's looks since childhood, always comparing him to his parents." Then somebody else went even lower, saying he looked like Sideshow Bob, the clown from The Simpsons. Side-by-side memes started popping up everywhere, and the internet dragged it for days. But the comment that really lit the fuse was the one that read, "King about to be queen." That line flipped the whole thing on its head because it didn't just roast his image. It tied right back into years of speculation about his sexuality. Suddenly, the conversation wasn't just about a leaked tape. It was about identity, image, and a feud that's been simmering for years. And that's what makes this bigger than King, because the bad blood between T.I. and Boosie never truly died. Right now, King Harris is stuck in the crossfire of a battle that's just getting nastier. So what do you think? Did Boosie go too far, or is T.I. partly to blame for letting it spiral this long? Drop your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll